In this video, I'm going to show you how to make ice cream at home. And we're going to do two flavors, vanilla and strawberry. Let's get started. First, let's start with the vanilla ice cream. Grab a large bowl. I got a 2-quart size. It needs to be freezer safe. We're going to be freezing this, so you want to have a good seal. I'm also going to be using my stand mixer, but you can use a hand mixer. If you don't have that, just grab a whisk and get after it. Now, for the ingredients, we need heavy cream, granulated sugar, vanilla extract, and salt. For the full recipe, check out the description below. Now, to the bowl, add ½ inch of water. We're going to be making a custard, so we need some water in there. Add your sugar and your salt. The ratio of sugar to water is what's going to determine the consistency of your ice cream. You want to make sure that your sugar is fully dissolved, so just take a little whisk and get in there. Once your sugar is dissolved, remove it from the heat and add your vanilla extract. Now, while that's cooling down, let's go ahead and get our cream in here. We're going to be whipping that to stiff peaks. To do that, you want to use the whisk attachment on your stand mixer. Get that going and then slowly incorporate your cream. You want to make sure that you get stiff peaks. That's going to give you that nice creamy texture in your ice cream. Once you get those stiff peaks, you want to go ahead and pour that into your prepared container. I went ahead and used some sort of parchment paper to make sure that I could easily get the ice cream out of the container. You don't have to do that, but I recommend it. Just cut that down to size and then wrap it around the edges. That way, you have a little lip that you can grab onto to get that ice cream out. Go ahead and cover that and freeze for 24 hours. While that's freezing, let's go ahead and get started on our strawberry ice cream. Now, I'm just going to be using 1 egg yolk for this recipe. You can use more if you want a thicker, more custard-like consistency, but I like my ice cream to be a little bit softer. So 1 egg yolk will do just fine. In a small bowl, combine your granulated sugar and cornstarch. This is going to help thicken up your ice cream. We're almost going to be making a pudding, so you want to make sure that you get these lumps worked out. Once you have a smooth consistency, go ahead and add your strawberry puree. I'm going to be using about ½ cup. Then add your heavy cream. For the full recipe, check out the description below. Now, to the saucepan, add ½ inch of water and bring to a boil over medium heat. Once it starts boiling, reduce your heat to low and slowly incorporate your dry ingredients. You want to make sure that you fully incorporate your dry ingredients before adding your egg yolk mixture. This is going to prevent your eggs from curdling. Once your mixture is thickening, you know that it's almost ready. All you have to do is taste it. You want to make sure that it's not runny. If it's still runny, continue to fry it on low until it reaches your desired consistency. Once it passes the taste test, go ahead and remove it from the heat and then add your vanilla extract and your salt. Now, I like to add my ice cream base to my machine and then freeze it for a few hours. I usually let it go for about 4 or 5 hours. You want to let it freeze until it's firm. If you don't let it freeze long enough, your ice cream is going to have a lot of air bubbles and it's going to be a little grainy. You want to make sure that it's frozen solid. Once it's frozen, you can go ahead and put it in the back of your freezer for long-term storage. And there you have it. You can now make ice cream at home. Check out the description below for the full recipe.